Hey, folks, this podcast is sponsored by King Arthur Capital Group. Fund your fight cam, showing fighters how to leverage credit and capital so they can treat their career like a business. And check out Fight Club Crate Mystery Fight Gear, knockout prices, undisputed value, combat sports boxes delivered monthly. Use my promo code TAPTAT15 at Fight Club Crate for 15% off your first purchase. And with me today,
Larry Gonzales deserved to be here way before Anthony Gracio. So I'm hoping the UFC gives Larry Gonzales his chance up soon.
Have rendered their decision in lines with Garrett Fertig.
After 3 hard-fought rounds, we go now to the judges for the decision. Judges Patrick Lingenfelter and Jonathan Romero both see it 29-28, while Judge Felicia O sees it 30-27, all for your winner by unanimous decision, Larry OSO Gonzales.
30-27.
this guy is an 8-5 professional heavyweight, 31 years old, the former Cage Fury heavyweight champion. Give it up for Larry Oso Gonzales. Larry, thank you so much for being here on this Sunday afternoon. How's it going, man?
Good, man. Everything's fine. How you doing?
Oh, doing good. And look, man, I love the heavyweight division and, like, keeping an eye on the people that might be next to the UFC because it's such a crazy time for the heavyweight division and a really vulnerable time for people on a run look, love him or hate him, and a lot of people hate him, but look at the opportunity that Josh Hokett cashed in on last night. This is just a span of time where a heavyweight can really make some noise if they go on a winning streak. What's it like right now as a heavyweight looking to break into the UFC and, just looking for whatever the next best opportunity is for you at the time?
Hey, right now, man, I'm ready. I'm just waiting for the call. I just gotta I feel like I got robbed my last fight. But hopefully whoever watches that fight can tell that, hey, this guy still got it. He's still coming for the big show right now. That's my dream, that's my goal. And I'm just grinding every day, training every day, trying to get there, and I'll get there soon.
And so to your last fight, that was March 13th. That was a Cage Fury 151, a split decision against Vitor Resende. And like both of you have like a lot of really good heavyweights on your resume that you faced across a lot of really good promotions. So, you gave us a little bit of insight what you thought about the outcome of the fight, but how do you think the fight played out? And what, if anything, did you like see from the fight? Did you learn that all right, that's something I can carry with me moving forward?
So so he was 6'9", and I just, because I fought somebody before who was 6'7", and I assumed, I was like, okay, I can stand in there, strike with him, do my game plan. But dude, after that first couple of seconds in there, and I felt like I couldn't find his range, and he was just so fast too. I was like, dude, I got to change up. I got to switch everything up. And he did beat me that first round for sure. He fucked me up. But starting that second round, I was like, I just gotta put him on the fence, try to work a different game plan. Which always my game plan is to stand and strike because I love striking, and just that's how I'm growing too. Because immediately I was just like, all right, I can't do this shit. I can't do it. He's too long. I'm not finding that range. I can't even get him with a good jab or anything. So I immediately switched up the game plan, and then 2 through 5, just pressure on the cage, takedowns, and doing what I had to do to get that win. And I didn't get it, so it is what it is, man.
6'9" is such a crazy physique, even at heavyweight, to have to deal with. That is the difference between, an NBA small forward and an NBA power forward. 6'9" is, they're 2 inches shorter than Stefan Struve. You don't see too many fighters in the history of MMA that are taller than 6'6". It's crazy to have someone, at heavyweight that's that tall.
Yeah, that's what makes me think that my stock is still there too. Like, I know I'm still there because you don't just randomly get a last minute fight. I think it was like a 2 or 3 week notice that my previous opponent pulled out, and then he stepped in. And I was like, I'm not gonna say no. I don't have any training partners that tall or anything, or sparring partners, which is a big ass difference too. So I just went in there, and I don't think I lost any stock in that fight for sure. So I was kind of pissy about it, and I still kind of am. Because I know that I'm just like, dude, I was on a 3-fight win streak. This 4th fight could have put me on like a Dana White Contender Series spot or something. But, hopefully everyone, sees the fight and understands where I'm coming from when I say, like, I won that fight. Yeah.
And sometimes sometimes it seemed like guys in your position, it's like, why would, contender series would be great, but also you want that last second call to face somebody on a card, that's more in your area too, because it's like, that's the difference between fighting a dude on the contender series or fighting a dude with already an established name who, yeah, if people pay attention to the heavyweight division right now, there is not a large gap between the bottom of the UFC and the top of the LFA, Cage Fury, Tough Enough kind of group of people.
Yeah, dude, I know I could, stand in there and bang with these guys in the UFC. I just need to get that call. If so, you are right though. If somebody pulls out last minute, my manager always says stay ready, and I'm staying ready. I haven't blown up. Usually in between fights, I'll blow up like 30 pounds, dude. Like I go from 260 to like 290, 285 or something. I'm right here at 270, so I'm good. And I'm trying to stay disciplined, stay ready. My strength and conditioning coach always says, man, because I do have problems with blowing up in between fights. He's like, "Are you gonna be a professional? You're making that difference." And I've been doing that. I've been doing that for the past like 2 or 3 fights. Everything's changing for me. I mean, I felt like I was disciplined this whole time, but it's just like little things like eating, no, eating a little more and shit. Like, no, I got to cut that shit out and do what I got to do to make my dream come true, man.
And I mean, talking about your stock, the thing is, you're someone who, now that I'm talking to April of 2026, the fact is, I've been talking about you for at least 2 years now. Like, when I'm talking about other dudes like Steven Asplin, I'm like, oh my God, like he fought Larry Gonzales. Like, that's a meaningful thing. When I
Yeah.
talk about guys like Billy Ray Valdez, it's like, man, he had a banger with Larry Gonzales. Like that like says something about that guy. And you getting that, 3-fight winning streak, capping it off with the Cage Fury title win against Anthony Garasio, who saw his stock rise and fall, meteorically in a short period of time. And, like it's still young in his professional career. Like he can still make it back to plenty of big spots if he wants to. But that was a guy that at 3-1 or 2-1 ended up on the contender series, whatever it was, a very short period of time. So, like the guys that you have already shared the cage with in your professional career, you've almost gotten a UFC level experience just by fighting at the top of these like absolute top feeder promotions.
Yeah, man, and yeah, and just like what you're saying right here, I'm hoping that everyone in the industry sees that and knows that, hey, if they need a heavyweight fighter, if the guy's even if the guy's freaking like a ex-UFC fighter, like I was supposed to fight like a month or two ago, like just call me, give me a call, I'll be there, man. I like to put on a show. You guys know, everyone who sees my fights, like I don't just go in there, like it's always a banger. It's always gonna be. uh I can say that except for my fucking last fight, dude. My last fight, look, I had to make some changes and do what I had to do to get the win. Thought I would, but you know me, like all my fights. Go look at Steven Asplin fight, the freaking dude, even Valdez, Billy Ray Valdez. I was like, damn, I was starting to come back in the third round in episode two, and the last couple of seconds, I'm like, shoot, I was starting off too late. So even though I'm 31, I feel still like. I still feel I'm young in the sport and I'm still learning and growing and learning, new things. I just look like just my last fight. That's like the only time I really had a takedown and kept some guy there. And he's from American Top Team, 6'9". Like put some shit. I don't know how to say it. Like fucking, put some prop on my name right there. Come on, man. I'll be getting there. I'll be getting there.
Because that's the thing, the public sentiment is so low on the heavyweight division right now. Like, look,
Yeah.
you go on the internet just like I do, and you see it, and it's like, the heavyweight division, it's at its shallowest point right now that we've seen in the UFC in a long time, to the point where Josh Hokie gets a win over Denzel Freeman, another guy who was very familiar around like the LFA circuit. He gets one
Yep.
more win, and look how he did it, and look at the position he's in now. Like, and not to say that a gimmick doesn't help you get there. It does. That's the world we live in too. But
Dude, that dude's smart as hell, man. Because I even from my end, I was like, I freaking hate what this guy's doing, and like, but dude, he got so much exposure, and look at this. Like, he could be fighting for a title soon. He called out freaking fuck. Oh, Pereira last night. God,
dude,
it's just like, and then
with Hogan, I was having it. I try not to argue with people on the internet, but I was arguing with a dude the other night, like Friday late at night, about like whether Hogan's gimmick has contributed to him getting the spot that he got yesterday. I think it's undeniable, but I was like, dude, we're both talking about him at 1 a.m. You claim not to care. You see, like how that's not possible? Like if we're both
yeah,
arguing about him at 1 in the morning. So it's a time where like you really like with the blockage that's been at the top of the heavyweight division, it doesn't like you make a good advantage of a couple of opportunities, and like your life is very different in a period of 6 months.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I look at like guys like Tai Tuivasa and how he's still on the roster. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, it's only because he could bring in all those fans and do what he does on the side. That's how he stays in. Because I feel like if he didn't have all the fans that he had, they would have definitely cut him from the roster a long time ago. But see, that's why Josh Hokett, that's why all these guys doing these. I wish I could do that shit, man. But I'm just more simple. I'm just gonna just grind until I get there. I'm not that type of guy. I feel like even though it is a character, I don't know. He's going to be a good actor. Maybe you know what? He's very smart because this could lead him to an acting career after he retires from MMA, dude. So
But
that's some good shit he's doing.
the other, I mean, yeah, there's few people who have that like quality that you can put on a character like that amount. Like, but I mean,
Yeah,
you're out of Fresno, and he was actually a way better football player than I expected him to be when I looked at his career history at Fresno State. Like,
yeah.
as a fullback, like 300 yards and 6 touchdowns in a season. I'm like, damn, he would have been like my favorite player in college football had I like. I love fullbacks that can carry that amount and get that many touchdowns.
Oh, for sure.
Um, so, but like the thing is, like character or not, like you don't have to do that. People love authenticity of personality too, you know. So if people have good personalities, as long as they're able to like use that to the fullest, if it's authenticity that you use and people connect with it, that's just as good as any gimmick. Sometimes it further ingratiates you to the point where if Josh Hogan loses, people will turn on him real quick, and I don't know what happens next. But with someone with an authentic personality that people connect with, those are the people like Tai Tuivasa that can hang around and get a lot of chances over the course of 10 fights.
Oh no, yeah, for sure, man. And I'm thinking that I've been trying to open myself up more and like talk to more. I don't know if you've noticed the past couple of months on like social media. I'm trying to like get myself out there more, post more, like my family, like I'm right here with my daughter. I used to just be like, I'm not posting anything. I'm not saying I'm just grinding, but I'm starting to realize that there is a big opportunity for fighters who are just more, personable. When you get to know them, they open up more, be open more. So I'm trying to do that. It's kind of hard, dude, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I work full time all day too as well. So I'm not just doing MMA. MMA is like my side thing, which is I'm trying to like fulfill my dreams by doing this. But yeah, it's busy and it's hard, man. Living life, fuck, it's crazy right now. So hey, chill out. Yeah, man. But I'm hoping, I feel like I'm real with all my posting and stuff. I talk to people. I'm talking to you the way I talk to my boys or whoever I'm talking to. So I'm hoping that people will see like, oh, this guy's cool. He's real. He's real. Like I don't really want to be like McGregor doing all that shit, even though he's making millions. And like I honestly I don't have the balls to do all that shit because it just yeah.
I mean,
I'm
dude,
just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real with you.
some of that
Hey,
stuff,
chill out, Hera.
some of that stuff
Mama, be quiet, please.
some of that stuff lands you in jail like you do it the wrong way, like he made great
Oh,
sacrifices
for
to
sure.
promote to that level. No, but like it's hard for me to like come up with more times to like put stuff on Instagram too. It doesn't come natural to me. But it's something that I'm like, oh well, if I want to do this like to the best extent that I can, I guess I got to do that. And it's always bothered me when fighters have gotten the opportunity to like have the mic after the fight, and it's like, who would you like next? They're like anybody and everybody that they want to put in front of me, and it's like, dude, you had a chance there to say something, and like now it's real hard to complain if they give you whoever and they give someone else the guy that you wanted to fight.
Yeah, that's true, man. Sometimes you're like, oh, I want this guy, I want that guy, but then it comes out a different way. Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, that's oh man, talking about Hogan again. I don't know how the fuck he remembers all that shit through the fight and then like says it after too. I'm like, dude, unless he's a freaking like a good ass freestyler and just comes to his head right there. But man,
Takes 80
yeah,
punches to the head and has his Hulk Hogan speech memorized at the end.
exactly, dude. And we're just freaking over here like eating it up, talking about it. He's man, smart ass dude, smart ass dude. But damn, I fucking forgot your question. I was thinking about my bad, my bad.
Now, look, it's all good. And Larry, I want to let you get on with your Sunday plans. And because I know
For
that
sure, brother.
someone else in the car wants to get on with your Sunday plans too. And so with that, but before we go today, Larry, I've been a fan of yours for a couple of years now. Love watching every fight that you have coming up with all these very, promotions with great reputations. If there's anything else that you want to say or anybody you want to shout out, the floor is yours.
Ah, man. I'm going to give a shout out to all my training partners, all my coaches, actually all my previous opponents, because if it wasn't for everyone, all you guys, I wouldn't be where I am today. And thank you to, everyone who shows support, especially my 9 to 5, do compassionate care hospice. I love working there, and, I love everyone.
Folks, Folks, this has been a conversation with 8-5 professional heavyweight Larry Oso Gonzales. Check out all the recent Interlude episodes that I put out. Follow me on Twitter at RotoBrady, on Instagram at RotoBrady MMA. Follow the podcast at Tap That MMA Podcast on YouTube and Spotify, now available on Apple Podcasts and Amazon Music. Folks, thank you so much for listening to another Interlude episode of the Tap That MMA Podcast. Have yourselves a great week and peace.